Hello, today we will talk about deferral of value-added tax, corporate income tax, personal income tax and land rents in 2022. On May 28, 2022, the government issued Decree No. 34/2022, NDCP on deferral of value-added tax, corporate income tax, personal income tax and land rents in 2022, consists of 4 summary points as follows. 1. Entities eligible for deferral. 2. Determination of small enterprises and micro-enterprises. 3. Contents of deferral of tax and land rents. 4. Effect. Entities eligible for deferral. 1. Enterprises, organizations, households, household businesses carrying out manufacture in the following lines of business: agriculture, forestry and aquaculture, food production, processing, textile, garments, manufacture of leather and related products, construction, publishing activities, cinematography activities, TV show production, audio recording and music publishing, extraction of crude oil and natural gas, manufacture of beverage, printing, copying recordings, drainage and wastewater treatment. 2. Enterprises, organizations, households, household businesses having business operation in the following lines of business: transport, warehousing, accommodation, food and beverage services, education and training, healthcare and social assistance, real estate business, employment-related services, operation of travel agencies, tourism business, auxiliary services relevant to tour organization and advertising, composition, art and entertainment, audio and video broadcasting, computer programming, mining ancillary services. 3. Enterprises, organizations, households, household businesses manufacturing prioritized ancillary products or key mechanical products. Prioritized ancillary products shall be determined according to the government's Decree No. 111/2015, NDCP dated November 3, 2015 on development of ancillary industry. Key mechanical products shall be determined according to the Prime Minister's Decision No. 319, QDTTG dated March 15, 2018 approving Vietnam's strategy for mechanical engineering development by 2025 and the vision for 2035. Note: for more details on business lines, please read more content of this Decree 34. 4. Small enterprises and micro-enterprises according to the Law on Assistance for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises 2017 and the Government's Decree No. 80/2021, NDCP dated August 26, 2021 elaborating some articles of the Law on Assistance for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises. 5. Credit institutions and foreign bank branches, FBB, providing assistance for customers that are enterprises, organizations, individuals affected by COVID-19 according to regulations of State Bank of Vietnam. Note: the business lines of enterprises, organizations, households, household businesses and individual businesses specified in Clause 1, Clause 2 and Clause 3 of this article are business lines in which they operate and from which revenues are generated in 2021 or 2022. Criteria for identification of small enterprises and micro-enterprises: agriculture, forestry, aquaculture, industry and construction. Small enterprise. Average annual number of employees who participate in SI not exceeding 100 people. Total revenue in the year not exceeding 50 billion Vietnamese dongs, or total capital of the year not exceeding 20 billion Vietnamese dongs. Micro-enterprise. Average annual number of employees who participate in SI not exceeding 10 people. Total revenue in the year not exceeding 3 billion Vietnamese dongs, or total capital of the year not exceeding 3 billion Vietnamese dongs. Commerce and services. Small enterprise. Average annual number of employees who participate in SI not exceeding 50 people. Total revenue in the year not exceeding 100 billion Vietnamese dongs, or total capital of the year not exceeding 50 billion Vietnamese dongs. Micro-enterprise. Average annual number of employees who participate in SI not exceeding 10 people. Total revenue in the year not exceeding 10 billion Vietnamese dongs, or total capital of the year not exceeding 3 billion Vietnamese dongs. Deferral of value-added tax. Deadlines for payment of monthly, quarterly value-added tax. Except value-added tax during importation. Deferral is granted to value-added tax, including value-added tax distributed to provinces other than the province in which the taxpayer is headquartered, Separately incurred value-added tax. Incurred during the period from March to August 2022. For monthly declared value-added tax, and tax periods of the first quarter, Q1, and second quarter, Q2, of 2022. For quarterly declared value-added tax, payable by the enterprises and organizations mentioned in Article 3 of this decree. Deferral period shall be 6 months for value-added tax incurred during the period from March to May, 2022 and Q1 2022. 5 months for value-added tax incurred during June 2022 and Q2 2022. 4 months for value-added tax incurred during July 2022. 3 months for value-added tax incurred during August 2022. These deferral periods begin from the deadline for payment of value-added tax prescribed by regulations of law on tax administration. The contents are summarized as follows. In case the taxpayer's supplementation of the tax declaration dossier of the period in which tax is deferred leads to increase in the amount of value-added tax payable and the dossier is sent to the tax authority before expiration of the deferral period, the deferred tax shall also include the increase in tax payable. Deadlines for payment of quarterly corporate income tax, CIT. Deferral will be granted to provisional CIT of Q1 and Q2 2022 payable by the enterprises and organizations specified in Article 3 of this decree. Deferral period shall be 3 months from the deadline for payment of CIT according to regulations of law on tax administration. Deadline for payment of land rents. Deferral shall be granted to 50% of annual land rents payable in 2022 by enterprises, organizations, households, household businesses, individuals specified in Article 3 of this decree that are directly leasing land from the state under decisions or contracts of competent authorities. Deferral period shall be 6 months from May 31, 2022 to November 30, 2022. Deadlines for payment of value-added tax and personal income tax payable by household businesses and individual businesses. Deferral will be granted to value-added tax and personal income tax payable by household businesses and individual businesses operating in the business lines specified in Clause 1, Clause 2 and Clause 3 of this article. Household businesses and individual businesses shall pay the deferred tax by December 30, 2022. Effect. Law on Tax Administration No. 38/2019, QH14 dated June 17, 2019 of the National Assembly takes effect from July 1, 2020. Decree No. 126/2020, NDCP, dated October 19, 2020 of Government, detailing a number of articles of the Law on Tax Administration takes effect from December 5, 2020. Decree No. 34/2022, NDCP dated the 28th of May 2022 of Government on Deferral of Value-Added Tax, Corporate Income Tax, Personal Income Tax and Land Rents in 2022 takes effect from May 28, 2022 to December 31, 2022. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to update the latest information on legal documents and relevant specialized news. Thank you and see you soon.